So today we are going to discuss two-stage RC coupled amplifier. We are going to simulate a two-stage BJT voltage series feedback amplifier and determine the gain, frequency response, input and output impedances with and without feedback. The circuit diagram for RC coupled amplifier is shown here. When we are connecting more than two stages, the three types of coupling can be used: RC coupling, direct coupling, or transformer coupling. We will be studying about RC coupled amplifier here. We are using two stages, Q1 and Q2 transistors. To transistor Q1, we have applied the voltage divider bias using R1, R2 and emitter resistance. The voltage divider bias is necessary to keep the Q point exactly at the center of the load line so that the transistor will operate as an amplifier. Between the two stages, we have a coupling capacitor which is shown here as C2, which couples the output of first stage to the input of the second stage. Because of collector resistance R and this capacitor C2, coupling capacitor C2, this amplifier is known as RC coupled amplifier. The input is applied through coupling capacitor C1 to the base terminal of first stage, and the capacitor C2 couples the output of first stage and gives it to the input of second stage. And we have coupling capacitor C3, which couples the output to the load resistor. The circuit operation can be explained as the weak signal which is to be amplified is applied to the base of the first transistor. It amplifies the signal. We will get 180-degree phase shift between input and output, and the output is amplified version of the input. This signal is applied through coupling capacitor C2 to the second stage of the transistor. And the second stage of the transistor will perform further amplification, and the output is available across the load resistor through capacitor C2. The overall voltage gain of the amplifier is AB, which is equals to AB1 into AB2. From the first stage, when we are applying the input, we will get the output which is 180-degree phase shifted. And when that output signal is applied as an input to the second stage, further 180-degree phase shift is obtained. So the total phase shift between input and output is 360 degree. Now, this is without feedback. Now, when we apply a voltage series feedback to two-stage RC coupled amplifier, you can see here, this is your feedback. This is your feedback which is applied. As the feedback is connected in shunt with the output impedance is decreased, and due to the series connection with the input impedance is increased. We'll verify this by obtaining the simulation results. Thank you. Simulation of a two-stage BJT voltage series feedback amplifier and determination of the gain, frequency response, input and output impedances with and without feedback. So we are using ORCHID P-Spice version 9.1. So you can see here that we have two-stage RC coupled amplifier. We have connected the circuit using place part. You can type Q here, Q, 2, N, (3904) transistor. So you see here that the transistor is available. You can click on OK to get this transistor. Then just type R in order to get resistance, you can type C. To get capacitor, you can type VAC to get AC voltage. After taking all the components, press W to make wire connections. Then from the extreme right hand side, you take ground, place ground, and you can place ground here. Right? Here you can see the props. From here you can take the props and place the props here where the output is to be taken. After drawing the circuit, just save it. Okay. So after saving it, you need to create simulation settings. So go to PSpice. I have already done, so I'll just show you. So here, analysis type, there are different types of analysis, but since we are interested in observing gain frequency response, so we will go to AC sweep noise, general settings. We will select logarithmic, decade, start frequency is 100 and end frequency is 100 mega, points per decade is 50. No need to give the units here. Click on apply. Okay. So after giving the settings, just save and run PSpice. So you see that you have got gain frequency response. So your y-axis is gain and x-axis is frequency. So the start frequency is from 100 Hz and the end frequency is from 100 megahertz. And the gain is from 0 volts, you see. So it is 50 millivolts, 100 millivolts, 150 millivolts, 200 millivolts and so on. So let us observe the maximum value of the output voltage. So the maximum value of the output voltage is, you can see it is 610 millivolts. So just make a note of it, that at 610 millivolts we get the peak of the output voltage. Okay, then close this window. Now we have to find the value of input impedance. In order to find the value of input impedance, we are going to connect a resistor, a variable resistor in series between VAC and input capacitor. So just select this wire and delete it. Okay, then go to place, part, type R underscore VAR. So you see here that you have got R variable. Click on OK. Now in order to rotate it, press R. So you get it like this. Then press W to make wire connections. So once the connections are done, we see the value of this variable resistor is 1K now. So we have to observe the output. What is the output when the input variable resistor is 1K? Let us save and check the output. So you see here that the peak of output is at less than 600 millivolts. Okay. Now the value of input impedance is to be found by increasing, let me close this, by increasing the value of this variable resistor to such value where the output voltage reduces by half of the maximum output voltage, and the corresponding resistance value is the input impedance. So let me just double click here and change its value. Let it be 14.5K. Okay, just close it. So you see the value is changed to 14.5K. Save and run. Now you see that the peak of the output voltage is close to 310 millivolts. Okay, so this value of input resistance
that is 14.5K, for which the output voltage reduces to half of its maximum value, gives you the value of input impedance. Okay, so let us close it. And this is your input impedance. You can make a note of it, 14.5K. Now the next part is to find the value of output impedance. So before we start with output impedance, let us delete this and just place a wire here. So press W, take a wire and connect it. Okay, now, so remove this load resistor, just click on it, press delete, go to place, part, take R variable again, okay, press R to rotate it and then place it here, escape. So you see the value of output impedance here is 1K. Now we have connected a variable resistor across the output, right, as the load resistance. So we'll set the value of this variable resistor such that the output voltage reduces to half of its maximum value, and the corresponding resistance value is the output impedance. So let us check the value of output when the output impedance is 1K. So go to save and run PSpice. So you see that the output voltage is in between 350 to 400 millivolts. We want it to be 310 millivolts, and the corresponding impedance will be our output impedance. So let us close it, double click, and so let us reduce the value of impedance. Let it be 0.8K, 0.8K. Okay, close it, just save. So you see here that the value of output impedance is changed to 0.8, is changed to 0.8K. Okay, so save and run. So you see that the output impedance is, output voltage is 350 millivolts. Okay, let us reduce it further. So just double click, let it be 0.7K, close it, save, run PSpice. So it has reduced. We want more than 350, so close it. Let it be 0.75. 0.75. Okay. Run. So we see that we got the value of output voltage, which is close to 310 millivolts. 310 millivolts, right? So the corresponding value of output impedance. So we will vary this value of output impedance so as to get the output voltage as 310 millivolts. And this value 0.75 kilo ohms is your output impedance. So this is how you can observe gain frequency response, and you can find input and output impedance without feedback for a two-stage BJT voltage series feedback amplifier. So now what we have done, we have connected a feedback resistor. You can see this connection is a feedback resistor which is connected from output to first stage input. Okay, so resistor R16 acts as a feedback path. Okay, so we will observe the effects of this feedback connection. This is voltage series feedback connection on the gain frequency response, and then similarly we will find input and output impedance for two-stage RC coupled amplifier with voltage series feedback. So let us just, after making the connection, let us just save it and then run PSpice. So you see this is your gain frequency response. So you can see the gain decreases. Okay. So after observing this gain frequency response, close it, and similarly like how we did for without feedback, we'll find input and output impedance for this with feedback circuit also by using a variable resistor at the input and then varying it to a value such that the output voltage reduces to half of its maximum value, and the corresponding value will be our input impedance for feedback circuit. And similarly we'll connect a variable resistance here and we'll vary the value of this variable resistance such that the output voltage reduces to its maximum value. Output voltage, yeah, fine. So this is how you can observe gain frequency response, input and output impedance you can find for voltage series feedback circuit.